Welcome to Daily Scripture Reading. I do not own the rights to this music. Hebrews chapter 2, beginning at verse 9 and ending at verse 18. This is the Amplified Version. Jesus briefly humbled. But we do see Jesus, who was made lower than the angels for a little while by taking on the limitations of humanity, crowned with glory and honor because of his suffering of death, so that by the grace of God extended to sinners, he might experience death for the sins of everyone. For it was fitting for God, that is, an act worthy of his divine nature, that he, for whose sake are all things, and through whom are all things, in bringing many sons to glory, should make the author and founder of their salvation perfect through suffering, bringing to maturity the human experience necessary for him to be perfectly equipped for his office as high priest, both Jesus who sanctifies and those who are sanctified, that is, spiritually transformed, made holy, and set apart for God's purpose, are all from one Father. For this reason, he is not ashamed to call them brothers and sisters, saying, I will declare the Father's name to my brethren, believers. In the midst of the congregation, I will sing your praise. And again, he says, my trust and confident hope will be placed in him. And again, here I am, I and the children whom God has given me. Therefore, since these his children share in flesh and blood, the physical nature of mankind, he himself, in a similar manner, also shared in the same physical nature, but without sin, so that through experiencing death, he might make powerless, ineffective, impotent him who had the power of death, that is, the devil, and that he might free all those who through the haunting fear of death were held in slavery throughout their lives. For as we all know, he, Christ, does not take hold of the fallen angels to give them a helping hand, but he does take hold of the fallen descendants of Abraham, extending to them his hand of deliverance. Therefore, it was essential that he had to be made like his brothers, mankind, in every respect, so that he might by experience become a merciful and faithful high priest in things related to God, to make atonement, propitiation for the people's sins, thereby wiping away the sin, satisfying divine justice, and providing a way of reconciliation between God and mankind, because he himself in his humanity has suffered in being tempted. He is able to help and provide immediate assistance to those who are being tempted and exposed to suffering. The end. God bless you, and thank you for joining me today.